Hey, thanks for watching. I've had this channel for a while and I haven't really done too much with it, but I'm repurposing it to help veterans like you. So, as previously mentioned, I set up my YouTube channel a little bit differently to go and help veterans, the population I identify with the most, and really want to help. So, I want to go and help those on the fence about going to the armed services and those transitioning out, right? And I'm going to go a little bit about me and my channel direction. So I really want to start off to go and saying that I thank you for your service. I really appreciate everybody's sacrifice and commitment, from one veteran to another. I know the years were long and the time was mundane and the effort, was just a struggle at sometimes. But hey, we made it and we're now part of like a really big family. So I really want to help that family, and try to do anything else to go help you. So a little bit about me. I was a U.S. Army veteran. I went my degree route to help veterans and military, train better and increase their overall health. My passion is to help other vets, and I really care about your needs. So most of the time, and I was on active duty, but I did some reserve time as well. I completed my master's from University of Florida. Go Gators! Okay, if you don't like them, my bad. But it was in applied physiology and kinesiology, not concentrated in human performance. I graduated in August 2018. So I maintained my certifications in strength and conditioning and sports nutrition. And just seeing others that got hurt around me just for training, was a terrible thing. Just like anybody else is seeing our brother or sister hurt, right? If any strength and conditioning coach got their players hurt during training, not even in a game, do you think they would be there at the end of the week? Nah, probably not, right? But a lot of us ended up having debilitated injuries, for the rest of our lives through dumb shit that happened during training. Like seriously. So I want to learn how to build a better mousetrap, and I went the degree route that I did because of it. So I'm committed to helping veterans, and I'm all in to go and help you. So I'm going to retake this channel in a different direction. Right? I'm going to give some tips, some insight, going to help you put yourself in the right direction for success and help out in health and fitness. Right? So before, during, and after Army, I had to go through a lot of the same hurdles that everybody else does. But if you were kind of needed to be a little more aware of what kind of waters you were heading into when you end up taking a different path. Okay. So take some guesswork out of military life and transitioning from military to civilian life, and finally something hopefully it'll help in civilian life too. So hopefully going through my transitions, I can help everybody else, explain those out a little bit to help lead you in the right direction or path, that you want to make for your own self. So health and fitness is paramount. Totally understand that when you get out, you don't want to run or do one more freaking push up. Hey, totally get it. But as you live, you really want to go and keep your health and fitness, at least up a little bit. The other part of that is a sedentary obesity, which usually leads around to depression. And a lot of us ended up going in and getting to depression, sometime after active duty. So, or military service, you're not around your buddies anymore. You're not don't have that comfort zone, and that family component. It's kind of hard for some people to kind of like clamor on to normal state of reality, right? So as we always did physical training in the mornings for the army, and we ended up being accustomed to eat a certain way. You can kind of slack off a little bit because we were doing so much physical activity, right? So if you're eating the same way when you got out and you're not maintaining your fitness, you're probably going to get a little bit more sedentary and increase in obesity. And then finally, a couple years later, you're going to end up getting some depression. And that's really a sad thing. And we can combat that, just normally in our daily lives. So being fit and physically active, to help combat obesity and depression is great. Have you ever noticed after a good smoking session or physical smoking or morning PT, you're ready to tackle anything over the day. So that becomes makes you more resilient for any kind of stressors you end up having that's coming up at all. So like I can tackle anything, right? And it includes what seems like mundane order sometimes, but it's all because of like, hey, you're constantly being physically active, and you could eat a little bit worse, and hey, we'll just burn it off later. So in the effect that you're the other way, the more sedentary you are and eating poorly, the likelihood of more disease and physical ailments, is increased like exponentially. So it goes the same for increasing the risk for cancers and metabolic disorders, as well as decreasing your overall quality of life. And we just don't want that. Okay, so I'm here to help. Hey, been there, done that. Cool. I don't want to go and try to do anything else, taking out a question, but hey, let me help you, a little bit. So any other questions you have about Army life, questions about preparing for Army life, any questions about getting out of the Army, to have the civilian life to transition in? You want to work? Do you want to go to school? Like, what do you want to do? Right? And if you have any questions about health and fitness, hey, I'm a reliable source. I got some credentialing and I'm really here to go and help you, as much as I can. At least let me get you into the right direction or the right path to point you over there. And if I don't have the answer, at least I will find something or some way to try to direct you there so you can have a better opinion or guidance, to get where you're going. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'll add more as time goes on to make another presentation on different subject matters, right? Depending on the category I'm trying to go and bring up to you. Don't forget to subscribe and give a comment if you'd like to hear about something or have a question about, anything else for transitioning in, staying out, going to getting to school, what's relative for you in your home state. Who knows? Like, I'm here to help. So thank you again for your service. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. Have a great day.